Viewers, it is not just Jammu where the Waqf is laying claim to properties. Residents of Munambam in Kerala's coastal belt are in shock after learning that the Waqf Board laid claim to over 400 acres of their land in 2022. Community members, including those near the Velankanni Matha Church, expressed anxiety to the public, fearing displacement. One resident described the trauma endured, while another criticized the 1995 Waqf Amendment Act, calling it draconian, and attributing the current crisis to policies passed under the Congress government, which they believe have led to such land disputes. Take a look at this report by my colleague Ashwin. That is right. Now, those are the top pictures coming in, viewers. And
the sudden claim by the Waqf Board that the land between Munambam and Kerela belongs to them, almost 104 acres which is now existing, has caused so much pain to 110 plus residents over here. Shanta is suffering from Parkinson's. 72-year-old Shanta is now living in this very small house, a family of 4, including his son Liju and his wife and kid. They have been living here, and although the government had sanctioned them under the Life Mission to rebuild the house, the entire case has halted their entire possibility of building this home up. They all are living, 4 of them are living in a single room over here inside this house, and Liju is the only breadwinner of the family, and there are expenses for the family because of the mother's condition. So this is a situation, many homes like this are waiting in anticipation for a relief, and that can only come with the Joint Parliamentary Committee and the amendment that has been intended to be brought in the Waqf law in the country as well. With video journalist Mani S from Munambam, Ashwin Kumar, Republic TV.
All right, let's go to my colleague Ashwin joining us live now. Ashwin, we saw those reports. And in Kerala, especially, we have seen that entire villages, hundreds and hundreds of families are affected because entire villages have been claimed as Waqf land. That is right, Ashwin. If we could take our viewers through the latest coming in and the big story, this case study that we're looking at right now.
The case of Munambam is heartbreaking to say the least. Around 600 families, 80% of them are Christians and 20% Hindus, were shocked when in 2022, when they went to pay their land tax, they were stopped from doing it. I think that the land that they have been staying belongs to Waqf. Now, the government, the CPM government, the left government, has in fact officially written that agreed to the pleadings made by the Waqf Board, and based on that, this has been stopped. Now, what is essentially shocking is the fact that 404 acres of this land, which is in question, has seen people living there for generations. In fact, the oldest being almost 120 years. And this land has been sold at least 12 times, and some parcel of land has been sold. Now a sudden claim has put all their lives in jeopardy. Not just that, in a state like Kerala, where a large number of people are keep their property as pledge to go for studies abroad, to get their daughters married, and for other expenses. Now they cannot pledge their land. And this is the most shocking part. And that is when they realize that the land that they have cannot be put of use for any of their going ahead with their family planning, and nothing is possible. And all this has come because of the way the Waqf laws are there currently, which is there in this country. A simple claim by the Waqf Board has led to this. And the Republic has done, in fact, we have done a very deep investigation. We have some very credible documents, some running into hundreds of pages. If we look into these documents, we see that 30,000 acres of land is now being claimed by Waqf. The biggest land parcel would be around 3,000 acres of land in Calicut. Imagine in the heart of a town, a body comes and claims 3,000 acres. And now all these things are going to come to light. It is certainly going to create a livelihood issue for a lot of people. It is going to cause panic. we are getting information, Shivangi, that some of these banks have now stopped, giving these loans. And not just that, now it seems that the government financial entity is now asking an NOC, a no objection certificate from the Waqf Board, which essentially means that any common citizen, in order to sell their land, they need to get an NOC from the Waqf Board, saying that in the history of this land, there has been no will that is written, which has got the name Waqf. Such is the draconian way in which things are moving over here. Unfortunately, the Congress and the left government have not been able to give rescue these people who are now facing this situation. The BJP has come on the ground and has been protesting. They have been saying that the amendment in the Waqf Board Act will certainly clear out all these issues, and that the 1995 amendment, which has caused such problems, will pave way to a new law, and thereby which a lot of people will get relief and get relief from the hold of Waqf terror.